Okay, for this week's hot tip, we want to talk about the tri-zone valve and tri-zone valve maintenance. But before I talk about tri-zone, I want to just show you a traditional two-way valve that moves the water from one zone to another. You'll find this on one pump of the Wish, and you'll find it on the New Promise, on the 2-pump. So that's what a two-way valve, very common. It's in the E-Series, very common. But we developed the tri-zone valve. You can see the difference. And the difference is that this special valve is allowing that water, 160 gallons a minute, to go to the hot zones. So and this is down there. So here's the hot tip, is valve maintenance. Is that over time, or depending on how, what the bather load brings into the spa, sand or grit can get between the wall of the spa and the valve, or the housing of the valve, and it can make the valve hard to turn. And very common thought process is to force that valve, but that's not what you want to do. If your tri-zone valve, and you tell all your customers this, if your tri-zone valve ever gets hard to turn, stop and let's clean it. And the easy way to do it, you just pop off the handle, take off the cover ring. Sometimes this is hard. Sometimes this ring is hard, but it's just got a little bit of silicone on it. You just pop it off. Pull out your valve, and that's basically going to clean it. The water then, whatever sand or grit is binding it, will then flush out back into the spa to get caught by the filters. And for the most part, all you have to do then is just put it back in again. When it binds up and you force that handle, you will break the tip. Very common. And you have to replace it. And replacing it's easy, but we can also just save a lot of trouble, save a lot of time, if you will not force the handle and just clean it out when it ever becomes hard to turn.